Hi everyone, Sally Webb here from Tablelands Physio. Just thought I'd touch you and see how you're getting on. It's a beautiful sunny day. We should be all outside getting some fresh air. But today I actually want to talk to you about Shin Splints, or otherwise called a medial stress syndrome. We're getting quite a few people who have probably increased their activity levels and their sport with running into finals and the end of like rep stuff and things like that, where they're getting a lot of pain sort of on the inside of their leg, and we traditionally call this shin splints. It's a pretty generic term, but yeah, basically there's pain on the inside of their of the shin, and usually with shin splints, it's like a precursor often to a stress fracture. So, but what normally happens is, as you, if you've been exercising, that night you might have a little bit of achiness, but usually it's the next morning or before you start to exercise, it's a bit sore, but once you get going, it warms up and you're not too bad. Whereas if it's a stress fracture, as you keep exercising, it would get worse. So that's probably the biggest differentiation. With shin splints, they'll generally be a bit sore at the beginning, get better, and then maybe if you do heaps, it'll get worse. But with stress fracture, it gets worse. Some of the things we look at from a physio perspective is what the cause is of this stress reaction. So usually it's to do with overload, so how much sport or how much exercise or running and things people are doing, or maybe just a change in load, so from little to a lot. The type of shoes they wear, so some people need a different shoe. Often it's to do with strength and control, or even some muscle flexibility, so like some calf tightness and things like that. So often we work on their calves, shoes, and biomechanics, and load, and they're the sort of the three main issues that we manage, or we look at managing when people have shin splints, because we do not want them to progress on to becoming a stress fracture. So if we can get them in the early phases, it's much easier to manage them when they've been hanging around for a long time and it's becoming quite debilitating. So if you've got any questions, shoot us a message below, and we'll see if we can answer them for you, or pop in and see one of the physios and we can give you a plan to get started and back on the field.